sometimes pisses me off. Every time I reach for love, it's taken away. Night, so I play. Give me a sign this is day. Give me some patience, so I pray. It's time to die. Is that what I want? There's nothing wrong wanting to be loved. Is there something wrong with me? For once in my life, I'd like to be really set free. Let me be me. Night, so I play. Give me a sign this is day. Give me some patience, so I pray. It's time to die. Is that what I want? Hey, take me away. Take it away. Take me away. Take it away. Night, so I play. Give me a sign this is day. Give me some patience, so I pray. It's time to die. Is that what I want? Night, so I play. Give me a sign this is day. Give me some patience, so I pray. It's time to die. Is that what I want? Take me away. Take me away. Take me away. Take me away. Take it away.
And I can't break through. There's no talking to you. It's so sad that you leave, and it takes time to believe it. But after all is said and done, you're gonna be the lonely one. Oh, do you believe in life after love? After love, I can feel something inside me say I really don't think you're strong enough. No, do you believe in life after love? Say I really don't think you're strong enough, no. What am I supposed to do? Sit around and wait for you? Well, I can't do that. And there's no turning back. I need time to move on. I need love to feel strong, 'cause I've had time to think it through. And maybe I'm too good for you. Oh, do you believe in life after love? After love, I can feel something inside me say I really don't think you're strong enough, no. Do you believe in life after love? After love, I can feel something inside me say I really don't think you're strong enough, no. But I know that I'll get through this, 'cause I know that I am strong, and I don't need you anymore. Oh, I don't need you anymore. Something inside me say I really don't think you're strong enough, no. Do you believe in life after love? After love, I can feel something inside me say I really don't think you're strong enough, no. Do you believe in life after love? After love, I can feel something inside me say I really don't think you're strong enough, no. Do you believe in life after love? After love, I can feel something inside me say I really don't think you're strong enough, no. Do you believe in life after love?
He had a lot to say. He had a lot but nothing to say. We'll miss him. We'll miss him. He had a lot to say. He had a lot but nothing to say. We'll miss him. We'll miss him. We're gonna miss him. We're gonna miss him. So long. We wish you well. You told us how you weren't afraid to die. Well, so long, don't cry or feel too down. Don't wanna see divinity, but at least you tried. Standing above the crowd, he had a voice that was strong and loud. We'll miss him, we'll miss him, ranting and pointing his finger at everything but his heart. We'll miss him, we're gonna miss him. We're gonna miss him. Yeah, no way, yeah, to recall what it was that you had said to me, like I care at all. But it was so loud, and you sure could yell. You took a stand on every little thing, and it was so loud. You could be the one who saves me from my own existence. Warn while some child might chill. I'm one too. I'm too smart when you're invisible by the bone symbol on you. So he bashes his skull through the window while looking out to the sea, like torment of my ego, and we're amused by this. Yeah, standing above the crowd, he had a voice that was strong and loud, and I swallowed his facade, 'cause I'm so eager to identify with someone above the ground, someone who seems to feel the same, someone prepared to lead the way, and someone who would die for me. Will you now? Would you die for me? Don't you fucking lie. Don't you step out of line. 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 You too fucking lie. Who claimed all this time that you would die for me? Why then are you so surprised when you hear your own eulogy? He had a lot to say. He had a lot of nothing to say. He had a lot to say. He had a lot of nothing to say. Calm down. Get off your fucking cross. We need the fucking space to nail the next fool martyr to ascend. You must die. You must be crucified for our sins and our lives. Goodbye. Goodbye. Get off your fucking cross. We need the fucking space to nail the next fool martyr. To ascend, you must die. You must be crucified for our sins and our lives. Goodbye. Bye.
Somehow it always seems that I'm dreaming of something I can never be. It doesn't matter to me, 'cause I will always be that pimp that I see in all of my fantasies. I don't know your fudging name, so what? Let's screwing might be the only way that I can truly be free from my fudged up reality. So I dream and stroke it harder, 'cause it's so fun to see my face staring back at me. I don't know your heckin' name, so what? Let's make love. All day I dream about sex. All day I dream about loving. All day I dream about loving. All day I dream about sex. Yes, all day I dream about sex. And all day I dream about sex. Yes, all day I dream about sex. And all day I dream about sex. Yes, all day I dream about sex. And all day I dream about sex. Yes, all day I dream about sex. All day I dream about sex. All day I dream about loving. Oh, 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 oh. All day I dream about sex. All day I dream about loving. All day I dream about sex. All day I dream about loving.
This is XboxEra. We're an independent, community-funded publication focused on providing the best coverage and discussion of your favourite platform, Xbox. With best-in-class forums, a kick-ass Discord server, and awesome merch, XboxEra.com is your destination for the best news, reviews, and features focused on what you care about. With shows like the Xbox Era podcast, headlines, and a whole heap of Patreon exclusive content, we're proud to be an independent publication completely funded by you. If you value having an outlet truly focused on your preferred place to play, you can become one of the cool kids by supporting us directly via Patreon. Just head to patreon.com/XboxEra. You get cool swag and awesome perks, and we get to keep doing what we do. Become a part of the best Xbox community on the internet and help us grow even larger. Thank you for your support. Everything Xbox Era does is only made possible by our community and the growing army of incredible Patreon supporters. Our executive producers and MVPs are an amazingly generous bunch, only shown up by the incredible support of our grand benefactors, Cryat56 and Assassin Entertainment. All of this under the watchful eye of our lovely Xbox Era CEO, Torn Raptor. This community is the best one on the internet, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. Just head to patreon.com/XboxEra and pledge your support. Welcome to Xbox Era Headlines. I'm John, and today's date is May the 6th, 2025. And today, Jesse and I will be taking you through all the latest in gaming news from across the industry, which has been completely overridden by the shocking bombshell release of GTA 6's trailer 2. So, whereas I would normally wax lyrical about all the things we're going to talk about today, we're kind of going to go on a slightly different tangent. And we're going to watch the trailer live with you in just a mo. But as a bonus for our wonderful patrons, we make audio versions of these episodes available to them via Patreon for use in their preferred podcast app. If you're on Spotify, you can link your account to Patreon and listen to it there. If you want to become an awesome legend and help keep a very, very dying industry slightly alive, consider supporting us directly on Patreon. Head to patreon.com/XboxEra. Hello, Jesse. Welcome to the beginning of the week. Madness already.
It is. I've got 2 games I'm reviewing now and a game I'm previewing. We've got tons of news. Revenge of the Savage Planet yesterday. Really fun. Sadly, only 30 FPS on console. Had no idea because they never gave me console. Hopefully that's something they can look into and fix because that game is great. I think as you would agree. He only played a little and he was like, this is fun. And it's like, yeah, it gets better and better.
It is a good laugh.
It is the progression blocker type of upgrade where you go back and forth between 4 main planets and just have a bunch of fun and do dumb shit and listen to ridiculous music. So Grand Theft Auto time.
It's good times. It's good times. Yeah, there is a ton to talk about, and we're going to get into all of the weeds. There's Gears of War Reloaded, bringing the platform multi-platform.
Nick wrong once again. Kind of.
Nick wrong. Nick, special Nick, completely incorrect again. Say it ain't so. New Game Pass drops. Xbox dominating the publisher game. Elder Scrolls Oblivion doing well. All of these things. We're going to talk about all of it, including the delay of GTA 6. But before we do any of that, because we're just thinking on our feet here, we're going to go whoosh and switch it up. And we're going to watch the GTA 6 trailer with you live. Now, interestingly, before we click play, and we're going to pause, we're going to look at stuff with you guys. I literally saw this drop and had it playing and then was just writing, and Jesse was grabbing screenshots just so I could get a post up.
Do you want to
so I haven't actually really seen it yet.
Put us on the neon green background so it doesn't get in the way.
I will do that because we are professionals. Boop.
All right.
It's green.
I'll bring us over.
Okay, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to listen to it. Wait, let me change my audio output because I'm going to start coming out my speakers and bug everybody.
Everyone should hear this. I will double check real quick and make sure Edge is grabbing the right thing. Here we go.
I'm good to go. Let's go. Let's watch this.
What you doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your
This is
hands. I
definitely
got some
copyright
properties
music.
with paying tenants.
Well, that's why you came by?
Just
not look
go get
mid,
me my
Ray.
checks.
See you, Brian.
I mean,
Love you,
this is
Jason.
30 FPS on any console. Like, there's no way.
So there's definitely, I'm going to have to turn the volume down because otherwise it will just get pulled for music. So, like, as you know. Just like, if you just go back, just say to this. This just looks like a photo I would take when I'm on the ground here in friggin' Florida going across the highway. Like, it is insane looking.
Yeah, like you can zoom. Look, if you pause it on that bonnet, you can see the jaggies of it being rendered. Like, I don't want to get all digital foundry on people's asses here, but
It lets you know
you
it's
can
real.
see.
Yeah.
But it's, I mean, this is stunning for an open world game.
Yeah. This
Like-
feels a generation ahead of most stuff for the scope of it all. Because like Hellblade was able to hit some amazing visuals, but in a very small scope with a small team. This is a very large scope in a large team.
That truck carrying the jet ski, I will bet money now. Call it. You'll be able to steal that truck, drive it to the beachfront, and if it's in the water, you'll be able to disconnect the jet ski and ride the jet ski, right? Because that's GTA.
Yeah.
Like,
And Trav's right. I would never go to Miami, but because I don't speak Spanish, which makes it really hard being in Miami if you're not from there. I also can't leave this music up most of the time.
yeah, we'll just talk constantly over it. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, whenever it's not music, I'll turn it back up. See, it's constantly
Looks like
music.
America to me.
Oh yeah,
I'm here for Lucia
especially the
Caminos.
prison part.
She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
God, Duval is such a Floridian name. And she still looks like a model, even while rocking out of prison.
Hey.
The frustrating thing is, this is probably running on PC.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right,
No
and
reason
yet
it
the
wouldn't.
PC version isn't ready yet. Oh, we're going to get Hot Coffee Mark II?
It's funny how big Hot Coffee was when there has been so much more like actual sexual stuff in games since then.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like everything GTA's ever had. Just God, I wish they weren't always playing music.
Reference there.
This is not running on PlayStation 5 print screen. It's not running on any console at more than 30 FPS.
Yeah, there's no way. I love the
God damn, the
variety
music.
of body types,
Mhm.
like as well. Like
Yeah.
so many games don't do that. Everyone's like the same body.
Switch 2, I believe.
Good God.
I don't believe. I
mean,
know
they're
it's
ripping
fine if
off
it
Fast and
says
Furious
it.
there.
I don't believe it.
What says it? It says captured on PS5. No way.
Yeah, I don't believe
Really?
it. Yeah. They can say it all they want.
impressive.
Mm-hmm. It also shows who has marketing again, as most would have assumed.
Yeah.
PlayStation still believes it's worth spending all that.
It is to them.
But also, we're seeing cutscenes and not like straight up gameplay.
That's true. Very, very.
God, I wish I could
impressive.
play with that audio. Yeah, captured on PS5. It says in the bottom there. Don't believe it. Never ever believe marketing.
Still incredibly impressive.
Oh yeah, no, it looks fantastic. And maybe the cutscenes will look and run like that on console. Who knows?
I mean, like, look, I'm gonna. If they're saying it, I mean, I'm very surprised. But wow.
It'd be funny if it's like the was it Uncharted 4 where it was running on PS4 at 60, but it was 60 frame, but it was one frame at a time and then interpolated into 60 as they were. We do seem out of that era where they'd be super fake with the marketing and get away with it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
People go mad this time. If that's captured on PS5, that is an incredibly
I would be
impressive
wrong
show.
then. I just don't believe them. That's all. Don't believe marketing, man. It's fine. If it turns out to be right, then you give it a big old thumbs up and say impressive.
I mean, Digital Foundry will go through this if they're saying it's a direct capture. I mean, it looks to be 30 FPS. Cool. But it's also cutscenes. There's zero gameplay we've seen there. And like, there is that element of anytime I've seen, I don't know, let's pick The Last of Us Part 2. Anytime I've seen screenshots from it, it's always been the cutscenes. It's never been like gameplay.
Yeah, it's marketing 101. You show your best, because like gameplay, it's really, if you go through like video you capture, it's really hard to get gameplay footage that doesn't look super blown out and fuzzy all the time. Like I think there's an explosion here. And like this is how most actual gameplay capture looks. Everything goes fuzzy. You can't see it that well. But hey, if they get it to look this good and run 30 FPS on PS5 and Series X, I will not complain. I just won't believe it till I see it directly. That's all.
Yeah. It's impressive. Very, very impressive. But yeah.
You know, so now that we've seen the captured on PS5 thing at the end here, which I'll get us out of the way for. It'll be all people talk about now. Oh, they got marketing again. Wigan Xbox didn't spend all the money. So that's just what you're going to hear now because it says captured on PS5 down here. That's all people will talk about because they need something to get angry about.
Yeah, like, I mean, honestly, I'm just going to look forward to that coming to PC.
Yeah. You'd have a good one.
That's it.
Ooh, I went to the wrong screen. There we go.
But yeah. It does make me wonder what it's going to look like on Series S, because we all know that that's holding
Fuzzy.
back the gen. And then the Switch 2 will come powering through, looking much, much better, right? Well, I'm impressed. And the question I ask to you and to the audience right now is, does it make the wait for GTA 6 harder, or is this like a sorry for the delay, here's a nice trailer? Like, which way do people lean?
For me, I'm pretty much they probably had this trailer ready to give a date for this year, and then finally got talked to enough by the people internally to delay it. But they already had the trailer made, so they're like, all right, we've already got this. We can hit a marketing beat that might save our stock price a little bit, and so we'll redo it with the next year date on the end and put it back out. We have a lot of console warriors in chat today. We don't normally. GTA pulls them out.
Yeah, it's come on. It's just video games. Who gives a shit? So many, apparently. But yeah, wow. I mean, that looks absolutely ridiculously good.
A big thing that'll come down is how is it going to feel? Because 30 FPS can feel okay. The issue GTA 5 and especially Red Dead 2 had at their initial launches at 30 is that they just had way too much input latency. So if it's 30, which I think all of us assume, it'll probably be 30 on console. Can they make the input latency feel good? That's going to be the main thing, because otherwise I would really just want to play it on PC. Because Red Dead 2 is amazing on PC. Like, that game feels phenomenal. But then I go back and I play it on Series X, and like, kind of feels like shit.
Yeah, I played a lot of Red Dead Redemption 2 on console, and I have, every time I see PC footage, I'm like, should I really pick that up again? Like, just to see. But it's not been on sale any time I've looked, so I have it on my wish list now on Steam. And if it maybe comes, it is on Steam, right?
I mean, eventually. Oh, which one? Red Dead? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It uses the Rockstar launcher, but it is on the platform.
Fine. Yeah. I just want to wait. I just want to wait for it to drop.
Mm-hmm.
But hey,
I mean, it's like Starfield at launch. Starfield's 30 at launch felt a lot better than Red Dead 2's 30. It's just the way it goes sometimes, depending on your motion blur, which they got help from it on, and your input latency, which was really bad in Red Dead on Xbox One and PS4. Yeah, that looks amazing. If it is, I fully trust that it was captured on PS5. I'm just very curious what the experience of playing that game is going to be on the base consoles 6 years into their lifespan, essentially. So,
yeah. Very, very cool.
It's them setting up
stuff.
for next gen really well. And then you get the 60 and all the bells and whistles.
Yeah,
like always.
But
They know what they're doing.
I read an interesting piece on Eurogamer today about the kind of like the industry is dead as we know it, and it's all changed now. I'd recommend people go read it. In fact, I'll find a link and I'll ding it in the chat. But it's talking about how those kinds of games, so the GTA 6s of this world, and the way the industry has always worked for so many years, is over. And I thought it was a really, really good read, because it's not saying that everything's ruined now forever, but it's saying like
it's just very different.
Days of the big AAA games every year, religiously, and they're always good, and this will always be the case. It's all over. Like, everyone's like pull back, games aren't performing as well, and everybody, and again, it talks about what Microsoft have been talking about since last year. Time. The GTA 6 is now not just competing with other video games, it's competing with TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And hell, how many people are going to be watching GTA 6 Shorts on TikTok rather than playing the game? And that is...
Yeah. Or once the online hits, they'll just be watching GTA online role-playing. Like, GTA RP is the biggest thing about GTA from a cultural standpoint, and a lot of the copies that get bought, especially on PC, are to go play on RP servers and just have fun, make your own fun, do essentially community theater, but with random people you don't know.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, it's always the first 48 gaming. It wasn't gameplay at all in the trailer. It was all pre-rendered. Yeah, it's mostly cutscenes. I'm sure they interspersed little bits of gameplay, like her shooting and the stuff blowing up, which is when you see it get super fuzzy. It's like games like The Last of Us and Spider-Man and stuff, like they have their photo modes, even Hellblade, like they've got their photo modes in there, and that's what people really spice up. And you get some people that take the little animated GIFs and then really post-process and go to town on them. Because most of the time in the games, when a lot of shit's happening on screen during gameplay, it gets really fuzzy if you try and stop and take a picture, because everything's motion blurring and moving around to, make you focus on the middle part of the screen, so the outside of the screen gets all fuzzy and beat up. And that's why photo mode is like, nope, we're gonna push everything as hard as we can. And if we were running the game in this, it'd be like 2 frames per second. So
Yeah.
there's always that. It's marketing. There's always that little bit of deception going on. So we'll see what the actual game looks like. Sometimes it looks better than what they show. That looked way too good for it to look better. It'll look better on PC, maybe, since that's only PlayStation 5, but we'll see. Looks real good.
Next gen like when I see stuff like that, I'm like, okay, that's a leap. That is a genuine leap, but it's also a leap that is not going to be the norm. Like, I think that's the other thing is most studios don't have thousands of developers working for
A decade
7,
plus.
8, 10 years on one thing because they know it will sell. Like, this is a once a generation type thing. I think someone just said it in the chat that Rockstar are basically, Sparta 3G. Rockstar is basically releasing a game per generation, like how Nintendo released one Super Smash per generation. Yeah, maybe you're right.
I don't know.
Make some loads of money.
They said it was captured on PlayStation 5. I believe it. It's a PS5 dev kit going through, spicing it up, choosing things, making sure they look good and they look right. That's every marketing beat is like that. Just always be ready for it to look or feel different at launch. That way you won't be disappointed. And if it looks exactly like what they showed or even better, you're only happy.
Yeah.
People always are like, they're so excited that they don't want to be knocked down and made to feel like they shouldn't be. You should be unbelievably excited for that game. It looks amazing. I still just don't trust marketing beats. Like, they are there to trick you into buying something in some way. Maybe it's a little tiny trick. Maybe it's a big trick. Maybe there's no trick, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing that is just exactly what they show. Like, they're trying to get you to buy it. It's fine.
Impressive stuff. But hey, there you go. People will be watching that trailer on repeat and picking it apart.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get an article up with all of the new screenshots that have emerged from Rockstar, courtesy of this video dropping as soon as we can. Scout's honor. But yeah, that's really, really impressive. Like, I'm so like, wow, mind blown.
Yeah, the only question I have is, how's it going to feel on console? I'm just hopeful, because 4 was rough on console at launch, and it's okay now. It's not great, but it's okay. But it was super focused on their like dynamics physics system, and it's a ton of fun to play still. 5, and I don't mean the story and all that. I just mean gameplay. 5 never felt great on console and relied a lot on the lock-on. It feels a lot better now with the newer releases running at a better frame rate. Red Dead 2 feels terrible still to this day because they never gave it the update for the new generation. So I'm hopeful that they give more of a focus on input latency and all those various things for 6, because everything else looks insanely good.
Yeah, I would sincerely hope for an improvement in how the game actually plays. Like, that would make me happy. And I just have a little smidge of doubt. That's the concern for me. Like, I never felt that they played great, and I want them to play great as well as look great. And if they can pull that off, I will be very delighted.
And I wish they'd have a trailer that wasn't just nothing but copywritten music, so that I could actually play it and listen to it.
Yeah. Well, you could probably run the soundtrack through AI and just separate out the vocals and have it that way. But yeah,
everyone hates it. Oh, you know what? If it's like cover music, you'll still get pinged. It'll say, this is a cover thing. You get demonetized.
Really?
Yeah, the music industry is the worst by far.
Wow. Lucky us, hey? There are so many screenshots. Like, I'm trying to save them all locally at the minute, and it is just absolutely bonkers. And even like, if these are all in-game screenshots, it still looks absolutely fucking nuts. Like, I'm just like, oh my God.
Are they on Rockstar's site?
Yeah, they are, I think. Or Jeff Keighley's posting like a mad bastard.
of course it
right
is.
now. Loads of different character screen grabs.
It really feels like they were going to have a big marketing blowout and give the release date for later this year.
Yeah, but then someone said, "No, let's just slow our roll." That's okay.
And their website's
That's okay.
running incredibly slow because everyone on the planet's trying to go to it.
Yeah. I will get them uploaded to the site.
PS5's on the left on the coming on page. That's how you know they've got marketing.
Is that what it means?
No, it's just people always are looking for something when you're on their website.
I love
Holy
the
Christ, this
marketing
website.
conversations. It's great.
So yeah, there's tons of pictures on there. It's funny, I know a Jason Duval in real life, and he just got out of prison for essay. He's very forward. Yeah. Jesus, hey, thanks for the tier 1 sub over on Twitch.
Thank you very much.
I have no idea how to say your name. I'm sorry. I don't want to say it wrong. God, this is a fancy website. It's just rockstargames.com/VI. My God, there's a lot of stuff on here. This is where everyone's getting all the pictures.
There's a lot. They like break down all the characters that are in the trailer as well. So.
Yeah. Booby Ike. Or Booby Ike. Jesus Christ. Leonardo Keys. Jaquan Priest. Raw Records. This is a fancy website. Jesus Christ. The Real Dimes. Viral videos and hooks.
Wow, I've just uploaded like 30 screenshots.
Jesus Christ. The best overall, as far as subs, to answer you on Twitch, is generally Patreon. They take the least. YouTube and Twitch take anywhere between 30 and 50%, whereas Patreon takes 8%. So Patreon number 1. God damn. Yeah, this is neat. Another SEO you can do is just, who are all the characters of GTA 6?
Yeah,
just do that for the rest of your fucking life, because SEO is the only way to make any money somehow.
I'll write this up.
There's so much. I can go to the next one if you want.
Well, I'm conscious of time because there's actually a lot of news to still dig into. So
Dig Dug.
Dig Dug. And that was going to be the banner topic for today, not Grand Theft Auto 6, but Gears of War Reloaded.
Make us red.
Announced by
Gears.
Microsoft
Kind of red.
via a blog post yesterday. Gears of War Reloaded is a new remastering.
Mm-hmm.
More remasters, but hey,
They essentially they remastered a remaster. So they went into Gears of War Ultimate Edition and they retextured the entire thing, have it running at a higher frame rate or higher resolution, probably more consistent frame rate, because
120 FPS support
in multiplayer, right?
Yeah, beautiful reflections have been added,
Mm-hmm.
and it's coming to everything except the Nintendo Switch 2
Mm-hmm.
and the Switch. But it's coming to PS5 for the first time. So this is the original Gears of War from 2006.
But John, what did the insiders get wrong about all of this Gears of War stuff?
Well, it's
Everything?
just one game, mate. It's just one game. There's no collection here. What was Special Nick on about?
It's got all the multiplayer. Like I remember multiple people being like, "Oh yeah, it's just gonna be like 1, 2, and 3 with only 2 getting an actual rework and no multiplayer at all." It's like, no, man. The days of really good value collections are dead because they've realized people are into spending money. And so you just put all of them out for $40 a pop instead of 3 of them for 70.
That's where I'll perhaps give some wiggle room. Like, yes, there is no Master Chief style collection here. But do I expect this is pure spitballing from me. I have no idea. All right. I was perhaps given some advice to not hitch my wagon to the Gears collection rumors. And I think I said this on a podcast, so I don't think it's a thing. You know, I was given some advice to not hitch my wagon to that particular news story. But I will devil's advocate say that in this world of Microsoft going, fuck it, let's just release everything everywhere. There is some business savviness to saying, hello, everybody that's never played this franchise. Here's the first game at a reasonable price. Here's the second game at a reasonable price. Here's the third game at a reasonable price. Here's the brand new prequel. Now, even more savvy, I think, would be like, here's the brand. Oh, you want to play the brand new prequel? You've got to buy an Xbox for that. They probably won't do that. I've got a UPS delivery. Be right back.
Yeah. So there's a chance they just go with everything being multi-plat at the start. There's also a chance where they do the Indiana Jones things, and generally some titles, depending on if the developer feels like they can or not, might just be 6 months later. Because for the most part, a lot of it just is going to come down to bandwidth and how much can each individual developer and the whole teams behind them and everything do. And I'm just saying to chat that I do think there's a chance. Be careful with your address, of course, on the box. There's a chance that everything comes at the same time, but there's also the chance you get the Indiana Jones. I think it's always going to be case by case. Does it make sense to go everywhere? Yeah, Gears makes sense to go everywhere. Does it make sense to do it day one? Maybe. Depends entirely on if the coalition feels up to doing it, because this isn't the coalition. This is the coalition, Saber, and then another studio whose name I forget. And I feel bad.
Yeah.
What's the other? Disbelief.
It's an interesting one. There's a reason I'm opening this on stream, because it's rare we get to do this here at XboxEra. But I was sent a little present.
Ooh, wow, present time. I can't make you a lot bigger. Here, we'll go back to not intro. Goddamn, hit the wrong button again. There, you're bigger. Hey, you made a marketing beat.
I got sent a chest with Towerborn written on it. Thanks, Microsoft.
You missed it a little. You got snacks now for days.
I don't know what's in here. Should we have a look?
Yeah, I can already see one of them poking out. There's a lot in there, by the way.
Holy sh! See, look, this is what we this is new for us. We've never.
Yeah, you're gonna say, "Oh, let's give all the codes away." I'm like, no, don't use them. We're broke.
I want to give all the codes away.
Nope.
Because you know. Oh my God! There's two hoodies in here. There's two. There's two hoodies. Okay. Oh my Lord.
Imagine if you opened it the whole way, so it stopped closing on you.
Oh yeah, I don't want to break it. I've got some cool sticker thingies. I've got some.
There's a lot of snacks.
Pretzels.
Yep.
I've got a
You got a tumbler.
Thank you, Stoic and Microsoft. This is very kind of you.
Yeah, and once you do your final review, now it's got to be at least an 8.5.
Oh yeah, it's
payola.
11 out of 10. Funnily enough, I did play some Towerborn last night with my son. And he immediately started bitching that I've got loads of cool costumes to wear for my character. He was proper having a tantrum.
Give me $40, Dad.
Yeah. All the stuff. Anyways, sorry about that mild distraction. That was very interesting. Thank you very much. I will look through that later on. Appreciate it, Microsoft.
Funny, they have these screenshots up, and it's like, this definitely looks better. It looks cleaner. It also looks the exact same to me in the long run. The best thing about this release is that it's just everywhere, and it fixes the terrible Ultimate Edition PC version. The old Game for Windows Live PC version of this game is not good. So now this being a free upgrade, if you own Ultimate Edition already on PC or console, in Game Pass, otherwise, if you didn't, and everywhere with full cross progression and full cross play, as long as you sign into your Microsoft account, it just makes a ton of sense. Especially when you look at what the next story in the news is.
Yeah, we were just talking about Gears of War and it being it makes sense for Microsoft now. And look, their new strategy, as much as it pains Xbox faithful, it's working, because PlayStation themselves posted a blog post saying, "Hey, all Oblivion, Forza Horizon 5, and what was the other one?
Minecraft, after the movie.
Minecraft dominated the PlayStation's most downloaded list for April in several regions.
Yeah,
that
US
saw
and
those-
UK, US and EU, I think, or UK.
Yeah, yeah. And it was, you know, those 3 titles in various top spots across the top 3. And that's Microsoft, PlayStation's biggest competitor, selling tons of games. And the thing with that is, and it's kind of proven out, is that the diatribe that you read online, or you have read online for the last decade plus, Xbox has no games, Xbox games suck, Xbox sucks, etc. And it's like, no, people just buy PlayStation. It is the equivalent to if you're gonna get a console, that's the console. It's the default. And there's nothing more to it than that.
And just you look at the lists, and there's almost nothing published by Sony on there except for MLB The Show in the US. They have always been and always will be powered by their third-party dominance. Like, it's just how they are.
There's a lot of console warring going on.
Oh.
They had to buy studios to make good games. Brother, did you know Naughty Dog was a bought studio? Like, we can play this game if you want. Good studios make good games. Good studios die without support from
I mean, they also
studios
bought publishers that were going down,
about to die.
Yeah, like I know people get mad about consolidation, and I get it, but it's just the way the system works. Is you start new, some of you take off. The ones who take off either sell to others or buy others. Then people leave from there, go start new, get big, sell off. Like, it's just the way it goes the whole time.
Yeah, it's just.
But like, you go through the list, there's also Call of Duty. There's Indiana Jones. Like, they've got a lot of games that are up here. 2K has a lot of games. EA has a lot of games. Like, the only one who doesn't is actually PlayStation right now, which was not the case for them in the end of last decade. But for this decade has been. They have not been selling a ton of their own software. They just get a cut of everyone else's. And it works.
I don't understand why the default reaction is, oh, they had to buy those. Oh, so okay, we need to invent things for them to somehow not count. Is that how entrenched?
It's what I've talked
in
with
console wars we are now.
It's what I've talked with.
It's so silly.
OBM, One Bad Mother, who used to be on the team with us. I've talked about him all the time. He's like, once the games start flowing, their narratives will change. I'm like, no, they won't. This entire industry has been propped up by people who will never give anyone credit due. And I get it. Like, it's a giant corporation who they don't give a shit. They're just making insane amounts of money right now. But the actual discourse that we're in for our tiny little bubble of almost zero influence is, I have to find something to constantly argue about. And so, like, GTA 6 marketing being on PlayStation now will get people to argue nonstop. Even though it doesn't affect any of us, it's just one more fight to have of A versus B or A versus B versus C. Like, everyone's just looking for something to fight about all the time. And the fact that there's too many good games coming, like the next story talks about, that's just not interesting, and that does not generate interest or clicks. And so it does not, it immediately falls by the wayside compared to how long people can get mad about something that doesn't actually affect them, because you shouldn't care about the company's bottom line.
It's like, if you're wondering why sites like Polygon get shut down or people get fired, and like that article I referenced earlier on from Eurogamer is talking a little bit about that, about how the delay of GTA 6 into next year was just as much of a boon for games websites and games media as it is for the industry itself, and it is for consoles lifting all boats and all that stuff. Because without GTA 6, and you watch the number of stories that will be tiny bits of information churned out just to get a click about GTA 6 over the next week now because of this trailer.
Also, these screenshots, this info, this trailer, like sites like Polygon, who really started focusing on guides and SEO work, probably would get like 30 articles out of this. They won't be front facing. You'll have to search for them, but people search way more than they click a website and scroll.
And that's the problem. So when you talk about premium websites, like think about it. Think about a big website. Let's say a big website like Polygon might have 30 to 50 staff. I'm just spitballing. I don't know, right? I haven't looked. But 30 to 50 staff that all need a living wage, right? But think about it. You guys watching right now, how many times do you read an article as you're scrolling through Twitter or on TikTok or on YouTube, and you might see the headline? How often do you actually go in and click and read and scroll? I bet it's not very often. I bet you just react to the headline.
And if you
and then
do,
move on.
have you greenlisted that site so that ads can play?
And that's the rub. And that's where, the games media is going to start to struggle this year and into next as it draws out this wait for GTA 6, which could have been this lifeline to an industry that is really struggling to find itself again. And I think it will. I think things will settle down. But the days of video game websites being super lucrative is over.
So they still make enough money. The issue is it's not growing. But like Polygon and all that, they were making money. It's just
not enough.
And
to
plus,
pay 50 staff.
Yeah, you're paying 50 staff, a mix of reviews that don't make much money, and news that doesn't make much money. It's the guide team that would make a bunch. And you even look at Fandom. They took over a media focused streaming website in Giant Bomb, and that does not make the money that guide work does. So they're like, you're going to go do guides now. And they're all like, no, I'm not. And so it's just dead. And it's like, it's people always looking to maximize. See, I didn't even say you were muted. I let you figure it out.
Yeah, I always
it's executives looking to maximize how much money each individual person working can do is normal.
Yeah. And the reality is, if you're a legacy games media person, and I'm just pulling names out of a hat, but if you're a Jeff Grubb, or if you're a Jeff Gersman, or if you're a Ollie Welsh, you've been in this industry covering it for like 20 years or something. You're not suddenly going to go, yeah, I'll go do some guide work.
SEO guide work is
that's for the young'uns who will do it for much less money. But those guys are our age or older, and frankly, they've got a family to support at this point, or they have mortgages. They have a level of life cost of living that they've risen to, and to suddenly ask them to do that is not going to work.
Grub is in Ohio, so it's probably not too bad.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, anyway, I digress. Congrats to Microsoft for making loads of money by selling their games elsewhere.
They're annoyingly good at making money.
I don't really want to say congrats because I don't really care about their bottom line as a business. I just like playing good video games. There are plenty of those, and they give players the option on where to play. And I think more and more this year, and you're going to see it, it's going to be keenly felt at this showcase. You are going to see lots of the PlayStation 5 and probably the Switch 2 logo. You just are. Get used to it.
I don't.
If you want to,
I don't know that you're going to see Switch 2. Supposedly, Switch hasn't given.
Maybe.
Switch hasn't given dev kits to almost anyone.
Yeah, their window might be different.
Like the only one we've seen was Tony Hawk, and they probably were still independent when they got that. So we didn't see Minecraft. We see nothing there, which Microsoft would want to put on the platform.
But either way, if you're sitting there going, "Oh, but my console," hell, we run a website called XboxEra, right, where we focused on people that played on this platform. But I would quite happily tell you, if you're not happy anymore, vote with your wallet and go play somewhere else. But my guess is, much like me, if I put my consumer hat on, I kind of like the controller. This is where my friends play, and I get my games for 15 quid a month. That's fine with me. I will continue. And that's Microsoft's bet, that there's probably 30 or so, 40 or so million people that feel the same way.
Yeah. When they're not,
that's it.
When they're not expecting consoles to grow, and the Game Pass focus, with Game Pass dropping a whole bunch that I was not expecting because Doom was coming out. So I was like, I'll probably be a slower thing. It's like, no, it's not. In fact, they've even put 2 Astragon simulator games. I gave Police Simulator Patrol Officers a 2 out of 10. I hated it. I hated everything about it. Maybe it's been patched up and it's a 3 now. Firefighter Simulator. The Squad, I gave a 5.5. It was a little better. It's funny enough, I've reviewed a lot of these. I reviewed this one, this one, this one, this one. You reviewed this one. I reviewed this one, and I will review that one. That's crazy. Doom, coming. Revenge of the Savage Planet, out yesterday. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 other ones there. Yeah, that's a hell of a drop around Doom. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, they're just on all firing on all cylinders this year. So
And
far.
I think a lot of people who in gaming who don't use this platform, either because they're grandfathered into a Steam Press account or they focus on PlayStation 5 coverage for SEO purposes because it's stronger worldwide, don't realize that most people still don't give a shit who publishes stuff. And if it's just in this subscription service I already have, that's when I do the quote unquote free, and all these things being added into the service every month with Doom the Dark Ages, Revenge of the Savage Planet, Culebra and the Souls of Limbo. Then those are all day one. And then you've got older and then a day one port with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed. And I'm trying to call everything out because our audio only listeners have asked us to do that more often. Dragon Ball Evolution 2, or Xenoverse 2, sorry, not Evolution. That was the movie. That was bad. The Firefighter Simulator, Police Simulator, Vermintide 2 coming back, but only cloud and console. Dungeons of Hinterberg, Flintlock, and Metal Slug's Tactics all going to standard, which is cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a solid drop.
Mhm.
And I want to call this out in the chat. I know Travel will say don't, but I'm going to. Tony Timbridge, who says, I feel bad for you. He's talking to us. I feel bad for you. You're stuck in a hard place because your channel is dedicated to a platform that's changed a lot since you started. So, like, I've never seen your name in the chat before. I don't know if you watch us regularly. But let me just be super clear with you. Unlike a lot of YouTube-focused content creators, we're not just YouTube. We have a website, XboxEra.com. But the premise of our existence is to not clickbait you, not get angry about stuff, but actually try and talk through the actual reasonable, adult, grown-up business reasons. We might
When
not
Nick's
like a
not
lot
on.
of them. when Nick's not on, but we might not like a lot of them, but we also understand and try and provide a little bit of insight and a little bit more of picking it apart beyond going, Microsoft's that. Do you know what I mean?
And could I add in real quick, my Xbox like pushes the gaming industry news-wise 90% of the time. So as an Xbox-focused website, yeah, like it's never been better.
All the time. Like, I feel really sorry for websites that just cover PlayStation or just cover Nintendo, because outside of big console releases or a game release, they offer this fuck all to talk about. They don't talk to the press. They're not publishing. Like, if you're a Sony only website,
you're waiting, like little Ghost Yote things here and there, little Death Stranding things here and there, but for the most part, it's a lot of waiting or remasters and stuff. Yeah. Like, I don't think most people cared about the Days Gone remaster. What were you going to really cover about it, other than saying it looks nice?
Yeah. So yeah, I certainly don't feel bad. We always have plenty to talk about, and it also helps that if I put my business hat on from an XboxEra point of view, as we roll into an industry where Microsoft are going to be supporting an operating system that, as we understand it right now, will be operating on potentially multiple devices, multiple tiers of power, all focused on different consumer price points with more choice than ever. Well, it sounds like more than ever, we'll have more to talk about, more to cover, covering the biggest publisher in the world. So,
like,
am I worried about it?
Their Gears remaster isn't even a showcase thing. It's just random blog posts during the week.
This is a month before the biggest showcase of the year, and they're just like, here's a Gears of War remaster. Oh, and here's Oblivion remaster, just shadow dropped. Well, what are they cooking in June? We'll find out, right? But that's the difference, I guess. So that's our approach. Now, if you like that and you're listening to this or you're watching this and you're like, well, that's a sensible, no-nonsense approach from those chaps over there, consider supporting us directly on Patreon, because we do need your help to stay alive.
And I do apologize. I know some people have been like, they talk about it too much in the past. It's like, it's the only way we can still do the stuff you actually like. Because if we could survive without a focus on Patreon, but it means that reviews and streams like this just stop because we have to be writing SEO all day. Like those websites, the Valnet supposedly websites, allegedly supposedly, it's like you got to write 20 articles a week that are focused on SEO, and it's like they put out 150 articles a week as a team, and it's all they do. They don't do anything.
Yeah.
Else.
Last thing I'll say on it, and I appreciate this. Like, this is why I did this, chat, because we're having a conversation now, and if I can convert or at least get one person to think a little bigger, then it's a good thing. He says, "Yeah, you seem like cool dudes, just a bit awkward when you don't even play on the platform anymore. And I've moved to Steam. I suppose you still sub to Game Pass." I still play on my Xbox. I've got a big 86-inch TV.
I just installed Blades of Fire to do a review on it.
But the reality is being in this industry and creating content and editing videos is most of the team have a fairly capable rig. And if I have the choice, personal choice, between playing a game at city frame rates in ultra wide with all the bells and whistles, I am going to choose that because that's my consumer choice. But I still sat there last night and played Towerborn for 3 hours with my son. The only console wars that matters nowadays is this one, which is shipping. Look, he's got one. Look, woo! Shipping.
Unlike
at
Nick,
the moment
I opened
to
mine too,
Kickstarter backers
so it can be
in the-
played by the kids.
Honestly, the amount of emails I woke up to saying, I've not got my DLC pack. And I'm like, have you taken the cellophane off? And then they reply and go, yeah, it's there. I'm sorry. But yes, it's fun.
Coming
but anyway,
later this month to Amazon, by the way.
aiming for May the 12th. It's all, I'm just waiting on Amazon.
That's not that much later this month.
That's not much later this month. That's next week.
If you did not back it on Kickstarter, it'll probably be a little more expensive in the US, I'm guessing. But you can blame our government. Sorry.
Yeah, you can. Couple of bits in the last 15 or so minutes here as we go through the rest of the news. I know it's been a bit more of a conversational episode today, and we showed some visuals for the GTA 6. Apologies, audio listeners. Sometimes we have to roll with those changes. Expedition 33 have shared that Elder Scrolls Oblivion didn't harm us at all. Speaking with Chris String over at
There's
the Game
two things we can do
Business.
for this. You covered the other part.
I'm going to. Don't you worry. I'm on.
I'm just saying I put it in there so you can say it now.
Thank you. But yeah, they interviewed the team at Kepler, who are the publishers of developer Sandfall Interactive's Clair Obscure Expedition 33.
They're both interactive, so I always think they're the same, but they just published it for them.
Yeah. But yes, they said, look, during the summer showcase last year, our game, Expedition 33, was placed alongside Gears of War, Fable, and products that are traditionally known as AAA products. Kepler's senior portfolio director, Matt Handrahan, told Chris String at the Game Business, it let people understand what it was in a way that I think we would have struggled to do if we weren't allied with Xbox in that way. We couldn't have done it through a Steam demo alone, for example. It helped us to kind of claim this AA territory in a much more confident way. And because it's a vague space that exists somewhere between small games and extremely big games, there's a lot of ground for that's covered.
Yeah.
But they said that the release of Oblivion specifically, it didn't hurt us at all. And in our eyes, it went possibly as well as it could have done. The proximity to Oblivion didn't harm us in many ways. I think it drew attention to quality RPGs that week, and everybody was thinking and talking about the genre. Congrats. And in fun news, they shared, I think, either very late yesterday or very early this morning while I was asleep, so late for you Americans. It's now sold 2 million copies. So congrats to those guys. That is an incredible achievement in such a short space of time for a brand new IP.
And it's one of those games that is on the surface that everyone on the platform might not have checked out otherwise. Adds to the word of mouth, and they didn't care that Microsoft didn't publish it. It was just, it's there. They can play it. And it's good. It's real good. It's the best reviewed game of the year. A full 3 points above Blueprints, which keeps getting dragged down by people who don't like puzzles playing a puzzle game.
The best one I saw was an achievements focused website going, the achievements are really hard. They are.
You know what's gotten dragged down?
Hours of investment.
Oblivion Remastered is down 2 points again, and it's mostly websites saying this game doesn't hold up. It's like, I get it, but it's like, man, so many. It's hard to. Nobody reviews a remaster the same way. Like, it's really hard. Like, what is the quality of this release versus does this game hold up? Like, they both matter, but the score is just different for everybody.
Scores are dumb.
Yes, they are. Dumb and useless. It's like the focus of Game of the Year. Like, everyone's just like, this is going to be Game of the Year. It's like, who cares? Who gives a shit?
My Game of the Year is not going to be other people's Game of the Year. Actually, this year it's in with a good chance. Blueprints is going to be hard to beat.
Blueprints is going to be one that gets a ton of votes, and then the public at large is like, what the
fuck is Blueprints? Yeah.
I tried playing it for 5 hours. It's so boring. I can't, it's not going to be a big public game. Like, Baldur's Gate 3 was really horny. So even if you're not into RPGs that much, people really liked all the romance and nudity. But like, Blueprints is not going to have mass appeal. Even though it's on PlayStation Plus, it's on Game Pass. It's incredibly well made. But it's going to be the type of thing that the general public then gets really mad with critics over because they just won't agree with them if it wins anything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Next up in news, this one, prepare yourselves, salt your plates, because this one needs more than a pinch, perhaps. But apparently, according to
The same guy as always when it comes to this series.
a claim from Tyler McVicker on YouTube, he believes that Half-Life 3 is playable end to end. It's the furthest it's ever been along, he stated in a new YouTube video.
That's how time works.
Up by Eurogamer. Is playable end to end, and currently the developers are optimizing and polishing the game, and it is probably already content locked. And if it's not, then it's mechanic locked. It features some form of procedural generation, according to McVicker. Yeah, I don't know. Half-Life 3 is 2025 the year for a surprise announce. Like, is this the only thing that could rival in
Well, no, I think
scenes?
rumors are like next year. But who knows? It's Valve. So the answer is it could be. You never know with them. Like, we didn't know Half-Life Alyx was really a thing until closer to it. Like, they're just, yeah. We only knew about Deadlock because of leaks, and then,
yeah,
you never know. But also, I believe he talks about this stuff a lot, and I don't know that nothing's happened yet. So,
yeah,
who knows?
Interesting. And yeah, I'll call it on the chat because it's not here in my show notes. Echo the Dolphin is coming back.
I didn't put it in because I could not give a shit.
I know. Like, I mean, it could look absolutely incredible. Like, it could be one of those games where they really focus on, well, how do we make this water simulation like absolutely insanely good? But I feel like it won't be. But hey, Echo the Dolphin is coming back at some point in the near future. Get hype.
Yeah.
We covered this a little bit, I think, on Thursday last week. Because I wasn't on the show on Saturday, but Polygon was bought by Valnet, has immediately suffered massive layoffs. Hearts go out.
It was pretty much everyone on the union, I believe.
Shock.
Yeah. So their masthead went from like 40, 50 people to like 15.
Yeah. And then last couple of news stories here. I'm going to go over them anyway because we've got the time. Ara History Untold, which was a brand new kind of, I want to call it a 4X.
I think it's 4X, not RTS. Yeah.
Strategic, civilization-esque game. Stardock Entertainment has now assumed production management for Ara History Untold, while the original developers Oxide Game will continue as lead developers.
Yeah.
The game will continue to be published by Xbox Game Studios. They've provided a new roadmap. I don't know what this says. When
sounds
they
like
come in and say
Microsoft wasn't going to keep paying to cover it. I don't know. It's not.
Yeah.
It never came to console. It's still only on PC Game Pass. Those games can be tough to rework to make work as a controller game. It was a very small team. It was decently well reviewed. So yeah, I'm curious what it leads to. They've got a lot of plans, and hopefully they are. It's really hard to find funding to pay for stuff.
Yeah,
it's really hard. Like one of the hardest things, as we know, as we try and get this covered, it's really hard to break through and get anyone to pay attention to anything because there's just so much constantly vying for your attention.
If you want to check it out, it's on PC Game Pass. Whether it will come to console at any point in the future remains unseen and unknown. But there we go. Last couple of news stories here. Nintendo are suing
accessories manufacturer. Yeah.
Genki over showing off all the Switch 2 mock-ups and frankly being a little bit belligerent about it last year.
Or just straight up stupidly saying, intimating, allegedly, supposedly, that they might have bought one on the gray market to make their mock-up from. Instead of just being like, it came to us in a dream. At which point it's a lot harder to sue them.
Yeah, like even like at CES, I should say, they were like, hey, look, here's some 3D printed mock-ups. Here's what it's going to look like. And Nintendo were not happy about this. Yeah. So, I mean, I think Nintendo claiming that it's irreparably harmed them in any way, shape, or form is a bit of a stretch. But hey, it's their business, right?
And those are the types of claims you have to make for a court case. Generally, it has to be something serious and not just, we're angry.
Yeah, we'll see about that. And lastly, and I don't know if this is good news or bad news, but GameStop Canada.
Good.
Okay, good news. Great. This is your neck of the woods, really, not mine. North
No,
America.
not really. So I didn't know who this guy is, but some turbo nerd who really likes collectibles and stuff and games and all that, and bought GameStop Canada and is renaming it back to Electronics Boutique. And he actually is more about the collector side and gaming stuff and not Funko Pops and NFTs and dumb shit that GameStop kept trying to push. So people are cautiously optimistic.
Yeah. That's okay. Great. Good.
Yep.
I'm happy. If that makes people happy to have more plastic in their homes, go you. I'm all for it. He says with a giant box full of goodies. Although most of mine look edible, so that's fine. That is all the news. Somehow, even with the GTA 6 trailer drop, we still covered pretty much everything in one delightful hour of fun with you, the wonderful chat, who have obviously, all of you, every single one of you has hit the thumbs up button.
Well, let's look. There are 703 views and 55 likes.
Someone's thumbs must be broken. Anyways, no biggie. We just live or die by what the algorithm says is successful or not. Don't worry about it. We'll be back on Thursday with more headlines summarizing the rest of this week's crazy news, whatever it may bring. As we head into the XboxEra podcast on Saturday, which, whether you like it or love it, will not have, as I understand it,
Nope. He thinks he'll be okay. He wasn't sure because it's Mother's Day in Australia, but as Nick is playing Doom: The Dark Ages like I am and John was, we'll be all talking about it this weekend after the review. My review hits Friday at 10 o'clock. And I say I am. I also was. I've now moved on to other games because my review is up. You can see the premiere for it ready to go. So that's 10 a.m. Eastern U.S. time on Friday, which is 3 p.m. UK, and you can extrapolate from there. So that'll be a fun premiere. I'll be in chat, wondering if I'm the same opinion as everyone else, but not really caring if I am or not. Just curious.
Yeah, always fun. Until then, though, folks, love you very much, and thanks for hanging out for this episode of Headlines. Be good to each other. Remember, it is just video games. It isn't that serious. And go have a look at ours when it comes out, hopefully next week. Console Wars, the card game. And why not drop a review? If you're on Kickstarter and you've received the game and you've had a look at it, if you've managed to have a play or two, drop a review on Board Game Geek. It does help us out there as well. Until then, though, see you next time. Ciao for now.
Bye-bye.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy who stayed on too steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain.